All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first one we're going to talk about where I have found a Tesla Model Y with a $1,000 discount. If you are a follower of the channel, you'll know exactly where I am about to go. But the question is here is like, why is Tesla discounting the Tesla Model Y? It really seems like there really should be no reason to, especially almost $1,000 off with all this demand that is actually going out there. So we're going to take a look at it, of course, with a variety of topics, including Tesla could potentially reduce costs by 50%, massive price cuts coming to a Tesla vehicle coming very soon. And of course, the brand new color that everybody has been raving about today because it's a hot color, that's for sure. So we're going to get into a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate and a bunch of other things. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got... drum roll, Maddie, Steve, Christopher, and Mosin. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you for supporting. If you want to get the latest financing rates, the best rates out there that are all better than Tesla financing, definitely check out the Patreon link down below in the description. All right, so let us just jump into this. So Tesla Model Y, very relatively expensive car. It used to be a lot more expensive until Tesla dropped the price of it $13,000 in January, and then they're slowly raising the price, but they haven't raised it past they haven't raised the price for at least a couple weeks now. And so that's kind of weird, right? Because we've got this pending $7,500 federal tax credit that could end at any moment, right? We just have no idea on that. But going to our, favorite site that tracks inventory levels, MatchJung.net. Right now, inventory seems to be kind of stable. It's not really loading up a bunch, but it's also not selling a lot either. And this is the most amount of Model Ys we've seen for a bit, at least most recently. 70 brand new Model Ys across the country posted on the website. And there seems to be, what's really interesting here is there seems to be a good amount of long-range drives as well. But what you all pointed out yesterday was that a lot of these yesterday, of course, were 7-seater, but today there's a good amount of Model Y 5 seats available across the board. In Indiana, California, yep, right here, but it's a 7-seat, so you got to be careful with that. That is for sure. But here it is. This is the one where I'm talking about. That's in the thumbnail. That's in the title. A $1,000 discount. Okay, technically $950. I know. A $950 discount on a Tesla Model Y, a brand new one, 2023 Tesla Model Y Performance with 577 miles on it. And of course, Blue Ash, Ohio. Red, not the new red. We'll talk about that, but not the new one. But right here, if you need a car right now, if you need one ASAP, I mean, the Tesla Model Y Performance has really never been the cheap that it ever really has been right now. So it's a pretty good price, I would say. I mean, technically it was $2,000 less just a few weeks ago, but I really do not think Tesla's going to lower the price anymore unless this $7,500 federal tax credit disappears. And unfortunately, there really has not been an update. I mean, all we can really lean on or hold on to is that it's going to be by the end of this month, end of the quarter. So it's going to be a very interesting time, because if that would be very unfortunate. Let's say week 3, week 4, the IRS and Treasury comes out and release more information on the $7,500 federal tax credit, then that could be unfortunate, because that will certainly put a hamper in Tesla sales. I know there's a huge amount of you out there that will probably cancel your order, because if you don't get the full 7,500 or even the 3,750, it's going to change your perspective on it. That's for sure. And if it completely goes away for the Model 3, then I know a lot of people are not going to take delivery as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make it through the end of this quarter and the IRS and Treasury won't give any sort of guideline. Most likely, this is the agreement that Elon and the government may have came to an agreement upon and not releasing any sort of updated info, but hopefully that holds true to the end of this month. At least as a Tesla shareholder, that's what I want. But 70 brand new Tesla models available, Model Ys available for sale. Let's see if this one is actually still available. And yep, there it is, still available. I mean, it kind of makes sense because red is it's definitely a special color, and you got to be willing to pay that $2,000 price increase for red, and it is still available for sale. Jumping to the Model 3 side very, very quickly, there's a ton of discounted vehicles still kind of living on the website here. You can see 1,300, 1,200, 1,100. If you're in the market for a Model 3 standard range, there could be a one here, but I would say maybe even wait. And then taking, of course, a look at Model S and X, that inventory has certainly skyrocketed. There is a good amount on both sides, and they're still all pretty much discounted as well. So let me know your thoughts on this. What are you thinking? Did your estimated delivery date get pushed up, or did it get pushed back? Are you in a March or April? I know it's a very, very fluid situation. What I can tell you is it is the end of the month, end of the quarter. So Tesla starts to get antsy. There's EDD hacks. There's option credit, where we just talked about yesterday. If you're on the sidelines and if you haven't purchased a Tesla yet, or you even haven't ordered one yet, my recommendation: go to a store, go to your local Tesla store, see if you can talk to someone. See if you can make a deal with them, because Tesla advisors do have hidden tricks in their back pocket, some of them at least, maybe even some store managers. If there's a cancellation, if there's a backout, they might be able to put you into a vehicle or on a vehicle, assign you a vehicle with like maybe free paint, free wheels, anything like that. Maybe not for the Model Y, but certainly for other vehicles, Model 3, S, and X. There's deals to be had, that's for sure. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best financing rate, including credit unions on that list that all have rates better than Tesla financing, better than this 5.59%. This is probably going to go up very soon, that Tesla financing has on their website. So you can beat it. It's very easy. And so if you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description if you want to join and also support. But right now, Tesla Model Y, this is just the beginning, everyone. Like, we are only March 9th right now. There's still 3 more weeks into the month. So there will certainly start to be more deals, more demo vehicles, more discounts, especially on the Model 3, S, and X. Model Y, maybe not so much, but there's going to be a flood of vehicles, especially if you live near a factory. You might be able to get one ASAP at the end of this quarter if you're holding on for dear, for luck. But you don't know. I mean, who knows what could happen? I really feel like if Tesla loses half of this federal tax credit, half of the $7,500 down to $3,750, I could easily see them just giving that same amount to someone, to the customer, and just reducing it off of this price. So, it's coming soon. I can see it happening. So, don't be worried so much. Don't instantly cancel. Don't instantly hit that cancel button if the federal tax rate comes out and we lose the $7,500, because, give it a few weeks and Tesla will probably adjust the price. All right, water break. Thanks for joining in, everyone. We're going to jump into our next topic. And then, of course, because this is a live stream, this is a live chat, you can type your question, put it in the comments, put it in the chat box, and I will get to every single person that has a question about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, even financing a Tesla. And that's the benefit of the live stream. But we're going to run through a couple more topics, and then we'll go get right into that. So, of course, thanks for joining. Thanks for hitting the like button. A couple channel announcement. So there might be a giveaway tomorrow for a Tesla accessory. I'm waiting for that Tesla accessory to get shipped to my location so I have it in hand so I can show it and demo it and, of course, give it away to everybody. But you know how shipping is. It could be as all the way late as 10 p.m. So if that happens, then I'll just push the giveaway probably to the next day on Saturday. You won't, maybe the next Friday after that. I don't know. But then on top of that, there is another giveaway. We're working with OC Tint Solutions in Anaheim. So if you are interested in free or a giveaway 3M ceramic tint for your Tesla Model 3, Y, S, or X, check out this video right here so that you can enter in onto the giveaway. And how to get to this page, I announce all giveaways, giveaway winners, and of course we do fun polls on this page. It's the youtube.com/DennisCW/community page. So it's right here. And that's where I try and keep the community announcements here so that everybody's on the same exact page, and there's no scams, because there's a lot of scammers out there trying to troll the comments and all that stuff, unfortunately. All right. In this next topic, we're going to talk about how Tesla could potentially reduce the price or reduce their costs of vehicles by 50%. We found an article, of course, where it talks about how there could be price EV costs. I guess, of course, if there's a 50% reduction in costs, then hopefully Tesla will also reduce the price by 50% as well. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla with the best financing. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to get the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So check it out down below, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs, of course, always posting the greatest stuff or great stuff about the Tesla market. Quote, Tesla could reduce EV costs by 50% in the next 5 years. From ARK Invest, Tesla's already reduced costs by 50% for the Model S and X to the Model 3 and Y. Now we'll do it again with its next gen platform. Okay, so this is probably talking about their next gen, which is supposed to be at like $25,000, give or take. But it seems like Tesla has already some of the best vehicle margins in the industry. And yes, we know this, or at least what we think we know, because of some of the reports that came out saying that Tesla has like a 30% profit margin, give or take. Like their Model 3, I think costs them like what, $33,000, and their Model Y like $43,000. I'm just throwing numbers out of my head, but this can make a lot of sense because Tesla expected to reveal its next gen platform at Investor Day and provided more details about its upcoming product roadmap. Tesla plans to produce 100% controllers in next-gen vehicles. Tesla plans to switch to 48-volt vehicle battery architecture, and next-gen vehicles could use Ethernet connected controllers. Definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, hopefully that's kind of Tesla's MO. I mean, this is what came from Tesla Investor Day, right? It was a lot of talk about reducing costs, building more margin, which essentially means more profit. So definitely cool to see that this is a speculation from ARK Invest that maybe Tesla vehicle prices will, or at least the vehicle costs will go down, and maybe we'll start to see cheaper Teslas at the end of the day. I really feel like the Tesla Model 3 should be a $39,000 vehicle, and I also kind of feel like sometimes the Model Y should be like a $45,000 vehicle. But we'll get there at some point, maybe later in the day as we move out through the years and all that stuff. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on this are on like the Model 2. It seems like a lot of people don't like the Model 2 at all, or at least like are not interested, because we put a poll out there, and actually earlier this day we said, is a next gen 25K Tesla coming out next year, 2024? 61% said nope. 14% said I believe it is, 7% said who cares, and 11% said I just want a Model 3 or a Y. I think most people just want a Model 3 or a Model Y, and also most people, of course, do not believe that it's going to be coming out next year because they gotta build up that factory in Giga, Mexico first. That's for sure. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on are. We're gonna jump into the live stream into the comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description is the Patreon link, so definitely check it out if you are interested. If you're just joining in, welcome. Tesla Model Y inventory has spiked up a little bit, and here is one for almost $1,000 off. It's in blue ash Ohio. And it's really weird that Tesla is doing this right now, especially with the Model Y. I feel like there's a ton of Model Y buyers out there, a ton of Model Y orders out there. So there's really no need to discount them. But I mean, this is a nice carrot for someone that needs a vehicle ASAP, wants to take advantage of the $7,500 federal tax credit. You can get one basically this week, because right now, as it sits with this federal tax credit, this $7,500 federal tax credit, there is really no update at the moment, and it could be any time in March. It could be at the end of March. Hopefully it's the end of March, because that way it won't affect with any of Tesla's sales numbers to the end, because right now as it sits, it's slated that the Model 3 will probably lose. Model 3 standard range will lose the full $7,500 tax rate. The Model Y, it's still up for debate, and of course we'll probably do a prediction on this. We'll probably take each model line by line. I think that's a good idea, actually, and we'll write that down, because as we get closer to the end of the month, there's going to be a time where we need to figure out and guess which vehicles will get the 3750, which ones will not, and it's going to be a complete mess. There's already so much confusion with this $7,500 federal tax credit. It's only going to get even worse at the end of the day. But let me know what your thoughts on it are. Which vehicles you think are going to get the full tax credit and which ones aren't. We're going to jump into the live stream and in the comments. So let us jump into it. Paul, welcome. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining. Rick James, thank you. Or Rich James, thanks for coming in. Shireen, I haven't heard from you in a bit. I hope your Model Y is doing well. I hope you're enjoying it. I think you did PPF and all that stuff too. Thanks for coming back. Would you wait for Model 3 price to go down or purchase it now before the end of March? So federal tax credit is in effect till now-ish. I mean, the Model 3 standard range is also potentially slated to lose the whole thing. So maybe Tesla will reduce the price another $7,500. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. So who knows? I'm going to bring that Model Y in Ohio and bring it to California. Unfortunately, no, they will not ship it that far. Yesterday, Tesla called me with if I want the Model Y Performance with tow hitch, because customer had a problem with financing. So conclude, Tesla prioritized customer financing, not cash customers. Yes. Well, really, it's Tesla. Tesla. Well, there's a backouts that happen every day. Customers can't take delivery for whatever reason. So just that's why being in contact, or being in close contact, or being nice to your rep, your Tesla rep, goes a long way, because then you get calls like that, like GeoMan got, and so that you can take delivery ASAP. Mark, Northern Virginia ordered 123, picked up Model Y long range, celebrate with some Kushiko. Nice, Mark. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope the sushi was great. If you're in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia, you want to go to Kushi, hit me up in the Instagram DMs. I will get you a gift card sponsored by Yao FOMO. Took my Model 3 to OC Tint Solutions today. She looks so pretty. I couldn't wait for the giveaway. No, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. I hope you enjoy the quality. I hope you enjoy the work. Jason is a great guy. Maybe you win the giveaway, and who knows? Maybe Jason will just hook you up either way at the end of the day. Dennis, does a VIN mean that the car factory is starting to make a car, or does that mean it's finishing being made? It could be either or. It could be mid. There's really no logic to it. So because if getting a VIN assigned to could mean a back out too. So there really could be no logic. Do you think we could expect 10K discount on the Model X like before? 1 to 2 discount on the Model X does not seem attractive. It's funny you say that, because we are literally conditioned now to expect huge, massive discounts on the Model S and X. And so when we see 3,000, 5,000, it's funny, because I'm literally in the same bank or same thought. I'm whatever. It's not even that big deal. But what I would say is, we're getting near the end of the month, end of the quarter. It's going to be time for you to be able to get a slick deal. That's for sure. And thank you, Mobility Today. Super chat. The inventory of Model Y Performance has been horrible. Any thoughts? Waiting for Tesla hasn't shown any too. Mine is delayed since over 210. Thank you for the super chat, Mobility Today. My recommendation: go into a local Tesla store, talk to the advisors there, be nice, of course, because they can see what inventory is on its way. They can see demo discounts. They can see showroom discounts. They can see damage disclosure discounts, and they can have access to the daily cancellations. So there's a lot of cancellations that happen every single day, and you kind of want to be the first on their mind once, something cancels. So I would say go to a store, try and talk to them. You get more bees with honey, and try and see if they can hook you up. FYI, demo vehicles don't qualify for the CVRP. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's 100% correct because I'm in California. I bought a demo Tesla Model Y Performance at 888 miles, and I got the CVRP. So I don't know where that's referencing to. I mean, if it's a used demo, because that demo, when I say demo, I think new owner, first owner demo. But there are, every once in a while, Tesla kind of messes up and they put like a used demo in here, or at least like they categorize it wrong in their system. So if it's a used demo, then I can see where it's not. Unless CVRP, I would say like push back on CVRP. Midnight Sun, welcome back. Welcome. Yep, I did PPF and ceramic. Nice, congrats. Hey Dennis, which website do you use to track the Tesla prices? There is a spreadsheet called Tesla Price History Tracker. Any update on the hardware 4.4 Model Y and 3? Nothing yet. It's a fluid situation for sure. Order 2-3 got VIN on Wednesday. Pick up Saturday. Fingers crossed. Nice. Congrats. Nice. So that's coming up this Saturday. Do you have your financing squared away, Nick? Everything good? Are you going to go with Tesla financing? I hope you're not. Check out the videos on the channel. How much would tint cost on Model 3? So that is, I would be careful on that, right? So there are low cost providers, of course, out there, plenty of them. But the thing with Teslas is, as you know, there's a lot of electronics in the car. It's also maybe questionable build quality. And so the worst thing that can happen is like water could leak into a certain area with a potentially unexperienced tinter that hasn't really worked on Teslas. So that's why I do recommend go to a trusted partner or a trusted place that has tinted a ton of Teslas. And if you're in the Anaheim area or even OC area, check out OC Tint Solutions. They do the best work. I've had my past 3 Teslas here, and you can just see it. Like, look how many freaking Teslas. Well, that's not a Tesla, but freaking Teslas they have done. Like they've specialized it. They are a niche provider, 100%. So, and if you don't believe me, if you don't believe in my recommendation, just look at their Yelp. 5-star Yelp, like you literally cannot beat that. So hit up Jason. He's the owner. Go to their website and fill out the form and say, Dennis, please have the Dennis YouTube deal. He will hook you up. And also we're running a giveaway on the channel. If you want to join in, it's on the community page where you can enter in. We're giving away a free installation of 3M ceramic tint to your Tesla. Could be a Model 3, a Model Y, S, or X. You got to follow the instructions on this video and you'll be able to enter in. And I think we're announcing the giveaway not tomorrow, the next Friday after that. And of course, we'll be announcing the giveaway winner on this page. So there is scammers out there. Please do not interact with them. I would never ask you to pay for shipping for tint. But that's their scam. They basically ask for shipping, and it's kind of ridiculous at the end of the day. But that's what I would say. How much for tint? Like I've paid anywhere from like $100 to $200 to $800. So it can really vary. But I would say make sure you get a trusted installer. I think some places will also charge like $2,000. So it can be all over the place. Got VIN EDD March 7, 24 since paying for cash. I'm wondering when is the right time to pay. Can I pay upon pickup? Do I have to do before? So Jeremiah, what you can actually do is Tesla does not take personal check. I would say if you want to wait up all the way till delivery, you want to inspect the car first. What I would say is get a certified bank check of the funds from your bank. Tell Tesla you're doing that and just show up to the delivery appointment with that bank check. So that way you can kind of hold it in your pocket until you actually get it. What are your thoughts on the MAGBAK lift springs for the Model Y for overlanding? What wheels and tires would you run with a 2-inch lift? Midnight. That's a hard question. I don't really do overlanding or off-roading, but yeah, I have no idea. I do know that if you do springs, and you probably know this as well, but installation, alignment, I would maybe check out, Ryan Shaw's video on YouTube. He's got a Model Y. He did a suspension upgrade to add in the comfort suspension for his Model Y. And if I remember correctly, something happened. Something went wrong, and maybe it was part of the installation or something. And it was like at the end, it was like either like a $6,000 or $7,000 repair because he lowered it. And so I don't even want to mess with that. I mean, Tesla already has, questionable quality, and like maybe modding it could mess it up on top of that. Do we apply to California EV discount before or after delivery? It's after delivery. My ETA went from Model Y long range from April 18 to May 30th to March 30th. Oh, there you go. You went from April to May to now. Nice. And you're California? That's what I was predicting. There's certainly a fluid situation. Tesla will bump deliveries and bump it up, and it changes like a lot. So congrats to you. Hopefully you got your financing squared away and everything, and you're good to go. Dennis is a harder worker, Tesla YouTuber. Thank you for all your hard work. No, thank you, RB. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping the like button. Thanks for the comments. Yeah, we try and go, like, we've been doing daily live streams for what, almost 3 months now, maybe even January, February, December. Yeah, since November, give or take. And so I think this is great. I think this is fun. And also, I just love like trying to get everybody the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for the support. And we're trying to do as many giveaways as possible. We've locked down the sponsorship for the next giveaway. And so now we're just waiting for the Tesla accessory to come in so we can show it and then give another thing away for this. And I think we're going to be ramping up because we're going to do some big things with the giveaways. I think I have an idea in my mind on what the biggest giveaway will be, at least in the near term. So definitely hit that subscribe if you want to be a part of it and potentially win a part of the giveaway. What's the best option as far as charging? I heard it doesn't come with a charger anymore. I would say there's a lot of options out there. I would say if you are looking for a home charger, there's Wallbox, Juicebox. You could buy the Tesla charger. I like buying chargers that have the J1772 adapter, so it's more universal, but you could go either way at the end of the day. When do people usually receive a VIN number? I feel like I'm checking the app every hour. I'm just impatient, excited. Order Model Y Performance 228 April the 1st to May 6th. Yeah, VIN could come 2 to 3 weeks before, or you could get pushed up like someone else earlier did. Dino Dion, sorry, sorry for messing up. Just like Dino did, he got his pump bumped up from April to March. So it's a very, very fluid situation at the end of the day. But if you're just joining in, welcome. We are, talking about and answering all the different live stream chats because that's the benefit, right? You can come in and ask anything you want, and I will get to it. Whether it's about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And so, and right now there is a $1,000 discount on a brand new Tesla Model Y right now. You can see it right on the screen. Tesla inventory. There's basically discounts across all the different models. I don't know why Tesla is discounting this one by $1,000. Well, I mean, besides it's a demo, but there really is no need, right? Because there's just so many orders and demand for Tesla Model Ys at the moment. But we are going to jump into our next topic. So let's queue up the marker right here. All right, but welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, in this next topic, we're going to talk about Tesla's next upcoming massive price cut. And we're going to talk about my predictions on this. Of course, we're going to lead off with the tweet that I found from none other than Tailosive EV. And so we'll take about which price cut or which Tesla model will be price cut next and why. So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla with the best financing and a bunch of other stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this tweet from Tailosive, right, EV. I watch this channel a lot. Is that, well, actually, with the Model 3 rear-wheel drive basically guaranteed to not get the full tax credit. With Model 3 rear-wheel drive basically guaranteed to not get the full tax credit. Quote, and inventory levels rising, another price cut could be coming soon. And so let's explain this, right? Like, what does he actually mean here? And so this is what we know. The Tesla Model 3 standard range is a LFP battery, or I don't even know what it stands for, but it's an LFP battery, and also we know that this vehicle is produced and shipped from potentially China, maybe all of them. And so that really ticks off on or off like the both boxes of the federal EV tax credit. So there is a $7,500 federal tax credit right now. It's broken into two parts. Critical battery minerals is the first $3,750, and battery component manufacturing is the second $3,750. So the vehicle comes from China, no $3,750. If the critical battery minerals come from China, like most of the industry does, already get their battery minerals from China, that's the other $3,750. And so also with rising inventory right now, there is a good and has always been a rising amount of Model 3 inventory. You can see right here for the past 4 days, it has been increasing and also increasing. And so you can actually see this very clear when you go to waitingfortesla.com. You sort by Model 3, and you can see there is a good amount of Model 3 standard ranges, actually 400 Model 3 standard ranges right now. And across the board, there is actually also a healthy good amount of discounted Model 3 standard ranges right now as well. And so what could be happening here? What could happen? I mean, what we also know is that this federal tax credit, this $7,500 federal tax credit, is basically everybody gets a leeway right now, and that if you take delivery before the IRS and Treasury release their guidance, you get the full $7,500 federal tax credit. But the IRS could announce at any day in March that the federal tax credit, they'll release the guidelines, and the Model 3 standard range could lose that $7,500 federal tax credit at any moment as well. So what will Tesla do, right? What do we think Tesla will do? Well, we know basically what Tesla will do. Tesla has one move in the book, and that's price drops, incentives, option credit, free supercharging. Well, they got, okay, that's five moves in the book, but it's all regarding price, I guess, at the end of the day. So that is what they will do. And that is my prediction as well. Because if we take a look at the standard range, this is a Tesla price history tracker that looks at historical prices across the timeline of all the different vehicle models. The Model 3 standard range actually was at one point a $37,000 vehicle at its starting price. And if we take a look on the Tesla Builder right now, what do we see? This is a Model 3 right now with a $43,000 starting price. And quick maths here, 43 minus 37, that is what? $6,000, which doesn't equate exactly to a $7,500 federal tax credit, but there could potentially be a situation where Tesla loses the $7,500 federal tax credit for the Model 3 standard range, and they say, you know what, it's okay. We'll just drop it. We'll just drop the price down to $37,000. We still got room of profit. We can still make profit, and we can move a bunch of Model 3s at that price. So if you're on the sidelines right now, if you haven't bought a Tesla, if you have not placed an order, you might as well, I feel like, just wait. I mean, yes, interest rates are rising every single day. Every single week, we certainly lose a credit union. I think the new rates, the days of 2.5%, 2.99% are, it's getting harder. There still are credit unions that are out there on the list down below in the description in the Patreon, but it is certainly getting more restrictive and harder to join those credit unions. And with Tesla at 5.59% interest, like a $6,000 decrease or a $7,500 decrease in price, I think that will need to happen to be able to move these sales, especially because there's just so many of these Tesla Model 3 standard ranges in inventory. Because also on top of that, like, we know Tesla manipulates inventory on the websites. There is certainly more than what's shown here at 400 Model 3s. They basically have a logic rule built in place where they only show one build or of each color combination, all that stuff on the website. So we do know there is way more Model 3s that are actually out there that are available for sale, especially because, like, we can just kind of see, like, let's just take a look, like, what are these vehicles? What are their build dates? December, March. And so there's certainly a good amount that could be potentially out there. But let me know your thoughts on that. Are you in the market for a Model 3 right now? Or do you have a deposit or an order right now? And what do you wait? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, do you think Tesla will lose the $7,500 federal tax rate? Do you want to try and get it ASAP? Or do you think, like, maybe potentially you could be in a good situation if it loses it at the end of the day? But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to roll into the live stream in the comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the credit unions that I use to get the best possible rate. And they all have better rates better than Tesla financing. And Tesla financing is like 5.59%. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description if you're interested. All right. If you're just joining in, welcome, welcome. Here is a Tesla Model Y that has a $1,000 discount right now. Pretty interesting stuff, right? Like, why do they even need to discount this? It's just sitting pretty on waitingfortesla.com. So if you're in the market, in what, Ohio, Blue Ash, Ohio, then you can certainly scoop one up if for a almost $1,000 discount. Aside from that, there seems to be a healthy amount of Tesla Model Ys in inventory. So definitely pretty interesting. If Tesla can produce 1,000 cars per week, where are all these cars going? It is not hitting Tesla inventory. Well, I guess there's that many orders out there. I mean, order dates are pushed to what, May, even June, maybe, well, no July for the Model Y, but every the other vehicles, then it's, yeah, certainly, because what, like according to Troy Tesla, Tesla Giga Austin is supposed to produce like what, 60,000 units in the first quarter, and Fremont another like 60,000. So what is that? What is that a month? What is that a week? I can't do quick maths like that. But yeah, any idea how different the red color looks? Well, actually, glad you asked. We're gonna run through some comments, but we'll get to it. But we're gonna jump into our next topic, I guess, because kudos to Al. So let us do it. So if you've missed it, and just in case you've missed it, there is a new red color that is out right now, and it looks really nice. Actually, when I saw the spy pictures, or when I saw the website pictures, I was actually pretty impressed, and it got me a little excited. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should have waited and got that red color as well. But we'll take a look at it. There's like everybody's basically talking about this new red color. I guess that's the most exciting, the most hottest ultra thing that is out now. So we will take a look at it, and let me know what your thoughts on it are. Do you like the color? Do you like the shade? It's kind of funny that they went with like another different type of red on top of the other reds that they've had before. And if you don't know what I mean, we will definitely jump into it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link, so definitely check it out if you're interested down below in the description. But thank you to Al for posting this question. Any idea how different the new red color looks like? So Brandon Tesla posted this. Looks like Tesla has updated their Model S on the website with the new ultra red color. It is now a $3,000 option, and it's funny because like you cannot get the other color anymore. It is pretty much this new one, and the funny thing is there's like the old red and there's the new red, but here it exactly is it's kind of looks like the crimson red, right? The crimson red Model Y, but just slightly different at the end of the day. So here's a post or a tweet from Sawyer Merritt. A newest paint offering features a high chroma color, multi-layered paint process that delivers an exceptionally vibrant finish, exclusive to the new Model S and X. Plaid brakes now feature new pads with higher thermal capacity, plus red calipers for a sharper aesthetic. So red on red on red. But other things that you might have missed is now there is a new high glass or high visibility glass roof, which added like 50% more light, but still keeping the protection of the UV. And of course, on top of that, the round steering wheel that they also highlighted and brought back before. So here it is. So 5x more light with the same amount of UV. Also, this improves handling as well as lowers the center of gravity. Oh, I didn't catch that part. So that's pretty nice too. I mean, the Model S already rides really low already, and I really like how the driving experience of the Model S was. Model X is different. It's more utility type of vehicle. That's what I think, and I do kind of miss the Model S. Every time I see a Model S now, like driving around, I'm like, ooh, that looks nice actually, because it's got a low stance, wide stance, and it's pretty aggressive in its stance. But here's a video from Tesla, a new ultra red paint. It's definitely very striking. I mean, I like the red. I like how it looks. I have had a red Model 3 Performance. I don't know if I would do it again, but you know, it's nice. That, I mean, that's got like high gloss. Like if you ceramic coated that, paint corrected it, got all the swirls out and everything, it would probably look very ultra at the end of the day, but pretty sick. So here's the old red versus the new red. Now, like the old red looks just too basic, right? And then the new red, really, really nice, very luxurious. We got a lot of depth, but very close to this crimson or cherry red or midnight cherry red, right? But I guess like it's more redder than from it. I guess how many times can we say red in this video? Red, red, red. But you know, now I don't really know which one I would get. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure I would get either of them because red's a color, that's for sure, and it's definitely a loud color. But at the end of the day, I am also not. I don't know if I can get on board with paying $2,000, $3,000 for paint. And if I am, then I'd rather get like the half color one, right? The one that costs half the price. So like the blues, the blacks, but not $3,000 because I'm always also about, you know, holding the best value and resellability. And I'm not sure red actually has it, but definitely kudos to the Tesla team. Kudos to whoever thought of this. Whoever thought of this color, and I can't wait to see it in person because it's always different, right? In person, when you see it, it just looks that much better at the end of the day. But we're going to jump into the live stream and in the comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you want to get the access to the best financing rates that are all better than Tesla financing, check out my Patreon link down below in the description. Making sure I heard you. Can I get the check and hold it until delivery? And that's good. Yes. Double check with your Tesla sales center and your Tesla sales rep. That's what I did. I had a bank check. I showed up to the delivery date and I handed them the bank check. And they were good. Model X 6-seater versus 7-seater. That is a great question. I definitely researched that a lot. I ended up buying a 7-seater because I wanted to fold down the second row and the third row. But 6-seater, from what I hear, is good if you have babies, car seats, and if you're going to be utilizing the third row a lot. We don't use the third row a lot, and so I wanted to be able to fold down everything so I can put, you know, it's really long things into the back at the end of the day. So that's what I did. But you know, tomato at the end of the day. It's both good, but also I can't justify, what is it, like $7,000 for 6 seats? But yeah, Lectron, yes, Midnight Sun, Lectron. That's another story. There was a Model Y white on white 7-seater in with induction at the local dealer in Charlotte. I let my neighbor know, but he didn't jump on it. It was gone before he knew it. Yeah, there seems to be like Tesla Model Ys are like the hottest Tesla right now, and so I can only imagine that went very, very quickly. The Tesla agent on the text message only says the same response. Keep watching on ET on the app. They don't have any visibility on pipeline. Is that really true? So the Tesla app texting is probably the worst way to try and talk to a Tesla advisor. It's a centralized system where they all see the same messages, and they're not very, very helpful at all. And so that's why my recommendation is, if you're close, go to a local Tesla store, try and talk to someone and be nice, and you get more bees with honey, and see if they can help you out. My current EDD for Model Y is May 13th to June 24th. Should I look out for the current inventory and reach out for faster delivery for March 31st, or let it be and be hopeful for more price cuts? I would say if you need a car, and you absolutely want the $7,500 federal tax credit, then try and do all the above. But if you don't, then just be patient, because I certainly feel like Tesla could do price adjustments. All right, welcome. Has anyone else had 10 to 15 miles on their brand new Model Ys at the time of pickup? Yeah, it's funny that you actually asked that. That's been asked to me like 3 or 4 times in the past like 24 hours from people that actually schedule calls me down below in the description in the Patreon. But yeah, a brand new car doesn't mean you're going to get with 0 miles. That's like actually absolutely impossible. Like any new car is going to have delivery miles, because it has to, if you think about it, it's got to go from the factory to the back of the lot, and from the back of the lot to the truck, and then from the truck to the delivery center to the PDI center, then to the car wash, and all these different stuff. So I would say on average, any brand new car is going to have 20 to 30 miles. If you got anything less than that, that's even better. But even some brand new cars all the way have all the way up to 100 miles. But really what you want is just no registration on the vehicle. Like you want to be the first owner. Team Red. Yeah, Paul, there we go. Red's tough. Red is tough. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. $3,000 nice. I mean, I mean, 3,000, that's tint, that's ceramic, maybe even PPF, not plus PPF, but it's not $3,000 nice. Would you buy a Tesla Model X Plaid? Good question. I don't know if I would. We've got a Model X long range right now. I'm not sure I would because I've had a Model 3 Performance, I had the Model Y Performance, then I had the Model S long range. And what I found was I am never in the sport mode for a variety of reasons. First being that it chews up your tires. You call me cheap or whatever. But and also sport mode is just too fast. Like it is not usable. It's just really fast. Like the 0 to 60 in the regular mode is still good enough. It's instant acceleration. And on top of it, like depending on how you drive, you will make your passengers nauseous. And so most people are not used to electric vehicles. They're also definitely not used to that instant acceleration. And so that's why I think the Plaid, the Performance, all that stuff, it's really just party tricks. Like the only time I was ever in those modes is when I was showing friends how fast it is. Is there a way to set up alert to get notified when there is stock in the local state? I see 0 in New Jersey currently. There was, unfortunately, not anymore. I picked up a Model Y. I pick up a Model Y Performance tomorrow in San Antonio. Fremont build and not Austin. Nice. Fremont seems to be pretty good, much better with the latest features. But we did hear that Austin is also now getting matrix headlights. So congrats to you. I hope you got your financing squared away. And congrats and enjoy in good health. And to everybody that is on the channel that has just bought a Tesla, or is buying one, very, very soon, check out our discount links on the channel to my really good parts accessory. You can get 10% off. Jawa, really good phone mounts. I've had like 2 of them, and I have another one that I'm going to put in the Model X. Video coming soon, of course. Actually, yeah, video coming soon on the Model X. Discount code there. And of course, Tesloid all-weather floor mats. They partnered with us to give away a set of all-weather floor mats. And so we'd love to do that again. But of course, they got it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so definitely check it out. Discount codes on the screen. I got my VIN almost immediately after placing an order last Saturday. How long should I wait for expect for delivery? It says March 17th and 23rd. So I'm guessing Model 3 then. You should be, could it be early? I don't know. Probably not. I think like that. You can always try calling them, maybe going to your local store, see if they can bump you up early, but usually not. Thanks for all the replies. You are doing a great job. No, thank you. VU come. Sorry if I messed it up. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting. And thanks for joining in. No, I want my new car with 0 miles. Yeah, I mean, it's funny how perception is on that. Like, I actually used to think that a while ago. Like, oh, if it's a new car coming from the factory, it better have nothing on it. But it's just, it's not how it works, unfortunately. If Tesla can reduce the cost by 50% in 5 years, then all Model Ys being sold right now will lose their resale value by almost 25% by 5 years. Or will there be hundreds of options to buy a used one in the next few years? Well, really, I think what it will also be is that Tesla will just be able to make more profit. So they might just keep holding the price at whatever it is because they can. Model X was $79,990 in 2021. Do you think he can get there again? It actually was $89,990. If we take a look at the price history chart right here, it was $89,990, not 79. If it was 79,990, that'd be insane. It was actually 74 in 2016 for the 60D trim, but it was 89,990. Will it get back there again? Yes, it will. And if you're trying to buy a Model X, you might as well wait till the end of this month because that is when the deals will happen. Kaylee, how fast have you gone in Tesla? How did it handle? I don't even know actually, but it handled pretty well. Hey Dennis, took delivery of Model Y Performance today. The dealer was highly motivated to sell to me. There was 1D scratch in the paint. They gave me a Model X loaner in the meantime. Whoa, 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 Sorak. Hold on a second. Let's read this again. Hey Dennis, took delivery of the Tesla Model Y Performance today. The dealer was highly motivated to sell to me. There was 1 deep scratch in the paint. They gave me a Model X loaner in the meantime. Okay, first question there. What model year Model X was that? And how deep was that scratch? Because you gotta be careful. Sometimes they might have to repaint it. So if it's a surface scratch, then they could bump it out. But if it's a deep scratch, then they really should give you like a discount or something if they have to repaint it. But $250 Tesla gift card and a mobile charger, that's like a $500 valuation there. Congrats, Sir Rock. I mean, I'm okay with scratches like that because usually they can be painted, repainted, buffed out, or even detailed out. But you basically just made $500 for what are you gonna buy with your Tesla gift card? Nice, and you got to drive a Model X. That's a pretty good deal. My Model 3 had 15 miles. Yeah, exactly. So it happens. Model Y, actually, I got it off inventory. Nice. Congrats. Also, my brand new Model Y Performance had 37 miles. They say the last sale fell through during a home delivery. Might explain the extra miles on the other builds. 37 miles, that doesn't seem that bad, actually. But I wonder where that scratch came from. But it's good that they're actually compensating you. Model Y, actually, oh, yeah, because I actually really, what will calling do? Would they actually have an a lot app with an update or something? Wait, I'm confused. Anyways, Model X loaner, nice. What's the main difference between Fremont and Austin? Mine seems to be from Austin, according to the VIN. Fremont seems to be better build quality, less panel gaps, and matrix headlights. But now Austin seems to also have matrix headlights at the moment. So, yeah. Is Austin making any progress catching up to the Momental order backlog? I would say so, yeah, because every day we come to this website, we come to waitingfortesla.com, and we see more and more Tesla Model Ys that are available. So, I would say, yeah, it's the Tesla Giga Austin is ramping up at a decent pace. But thanks for joining in, everybody. I hope everybody's having a grand day. It is what, March 9th, so we're pretty early in the quarter. Really, nothing else that's going on right now at the moment. But it seems like a lot of people are very interested in the new red that came out, which is nice. Which is nice. $3,000. Eh, there's a, it's probably gone by now, but let's see. Oh, nope. $1,000 discount on a Tesla Model Y if you're interested. At really seems like, it's like really interesting, right? Like, why do they need to actually do this? Because they don't really need to at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I have to jump on a Patreon call. Someone has scheduled a call with me. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining. Check out the links down below in the description if you want to support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.